At this present time, in this beautiful space of federal government contracting, it may seem like, why am I selling to the federal government when you have an administration, you have an agency that's focused on cutting back? All you may hear about are contracts that have been removed, defunded, or agencies that they're in the middle of dismantling. So I want you to know, from someone who has been in this space since 2007, through all of these presidents, there's no reason you will not win a federal government contract. There's no reason. It is easy to win a federal government contract. Now, what does it take? Well, of course, you're going to need a cage code. You're going to need a business. You're going to be able to sell something, a product or a service. But more importantly, it's here. It's not about being negative and focusing on what's been removed, because we get what we put out. If the focus is on all of these things are being removed and canceled, then that's what you're going to get. So today, we are going to pull a money and manifesting oracle card. Now, for those of you who may say, oh my gosh, that's Satanism and that's the devil and how dare her, then this channel is not for you. For those of you who have a mindset of abundance, of the power of manifesting, you understand the power of just putting things out there, and you understand the science that's connected to manifesting, then this is for you. Either way, it doesn't matter, because the federal government is still going to spend well over $500 billion a year. Now, they may not spend that money on gender transitions for those in the Bureau of Prison. There was a sources sought notice for that not too long ago in the previous administration, y'all. However, they will continue purchasing products and services that are not politically charged. So here's what you need to do. Here's the card I pulled, and it is abundance. It says, you are surrounded by abundance and have everything you need to create the life you desire. Trust that the universe will provide you with everything you need and be open to receiving it. Now, my birth mom recently, bless her heart, she was like, Kizzy, it is not the universe. I don't know why you keep saying the universe. And I know some of you may already be thinking like, oh my goodness, how did your mom come up in here? And why are you saying these things about your mom? Well, because I can. So I said, and I share with you all, universe for me symbolizes God, symbolizes my higher power. So I like to say God, I like to say the universe. That's the language I use. That's just how I am. So when I look at this and when I read this abundance card, I take it for trust that God will provide you with everything you need and be open to receiving it. So in terms of federal government contracting, first and foremost, you must be open to change. Right now, the emphasis is on cutting back. So, knowing that, this is not the time to brag on social media that you charged 10 times the price for K-Cups. This is not that time. If you did charge 10 times for 10 K-Cups, I would not tell anyone. Maybe your accountant, but I wouldn't tell anybody. I mean, seriously, this is not the time for that. This is the time for you to be very mindful of taxpayer dollars. That's that, first and foremost. Second is realize that the abundance is there. It doesn't matter if you have a small business set aside, you are service disabled, minority business owner, state level, they don't recognize that at the federal level. You're a woman-owned business. It doesn't matter. 8A, no 8A. Maybe these terms are unfamiliar. What's important is you are open to receiving the abundance, you are willing to do what's needed to receive the abundance, and most importantly, you understand that God is in control. That's what's key. That's what's key. It doesn't matter the president, executive order, no executive order. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, higher power and business. What does that mean? That means that right now in our society, People love these things. And this video is not sponsored by these, but I love my pop socket. 5 years from now, maybe nobody uses a pop socket. Maybe a new and improved device comes on. Who knows? Maybe we have phones in our heads or something. I don't know. All I know is right now, y'all know, especially you women, you know you love a pop socket. That's the business. That's the market. That's what's being purchased. So when it comes to the federal government, the abundance is there. Your mindset is there. Purchase what they want. They're looking for things that aren't politically charged. Floors, walls, HVAC, staffing, but staffing that makes sense. They recently cut a contract for observing like mail services. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand that's a punchline and I would have to go through the statement of work or the details to learn more. But I imagine maybe it was a contract to figure out what people were doing to maybe downsize or make it more efficient. I don't know. All I know is people are left scratching their heads wondering, why are we spending money on this? And you never want that to happen when it comes to you and your business. Okay, y'all? You never want that. You never want that. You instead want, man, I am so glad we went with you. You've saved us money. You gave us what we offer, what we asked for so quickly. They feel the abundance because you delivered. Too often, firms will win a contract and then I get the DMs. I need funding. My subcontractor won't get back in touch with me. I'm not able to deliver. Yes, you are. Having that abundance mindset is all the difference because I know what it's like not to have an abundant mindset. I know exactly what it's like. And I'll tell you what I got. Nothing. I didn't really get anything. I had a lot of heartbreak and turmoil and unnecessary pain and it was not good. But I have that everything is possible mindset and it's how I live. So even if you're in a tough situation, the other strategy is knowing you can get out of it. You know, I have a free Facebook group. We have literally over 25,000 people in the Facebook group. Click the link, join. I offer coaching. You can watch the videos. It doesn't matter. What's important is you seek out. Because when you know everything is possible, when you're stepping in abundance, you're accepting our higher power or your higher power, however you see, don't see, then all of these other things that are going on, yes, they're there, but you are laser focused. There is no reason you won't win a federal government contract this year. There are thousands of opportunities out there right now. Thousands of them. All you have to do is go to Sam.Gov. You don't even need to register to take a look at them. Go under advanced search. And once you're under advanced search, go to set aside total small business. You're going to see thousands of things there. Thousands. You can easily register for free. Abundant mindset. Can you pay and have somebody register you on your behalf? Of course. You can pay for anything, y'all. It's amazing what you can pay for. Did you know people get paid to like cuddle? I swear they do. Abundant mindset. You can register for free. And this is a great use of the SBA, of Apex. Otherwise, I don't think they're the best usage of your time or energy because you're going to walk away discouraged, sad, or frustrated. Sam.Gov, thousands of opportunities. Have that abundant mindset in order to win a contract. It's not hard. It isn't. It's giving them what they desire. Now, you may say, okay, got it, but this is not for me. I want to bid at the state and local level. Great. Bid at the state and local level. We are on a contract for the great state of Florida where we provide staff for various positions throughout the state. And we subcontract to a prime who is out of the great state of Maryland. There is no reason you can't do something similar. You can bid on work at the state level. You don't even have to live in the state or territory, everyone. You can bid on work in Guam, Puerto Rico, Virgin Islands. You can even bid on work here in Mexico. I live full-time in Mexico. You can bid on work here. There's federal level work in Mexico and like the different, let's say like embassy, you can bid on work for embassies. You can bid on work all over the world, not just federal, not just state, all over the world as long as you're willing to do so. So abundant mindset, very important. Understanding there's no reason you can't win. And if you want additional help or support, y'all, check out my Facebook group and there's another and Check out my book, winnerswaybook.com, winnerswaybook.com. So check it out. It's also on Amazon. And because of y'all, we have sold thousands upon thousands of this book. I plan on coming out with so many more offerings because at the end of the day, so many of you have won contracts as a result of the book here, just the free content. Even those of you who DM me, feel free to reach out. DM me on Instagram, DM me on Facebook, join the Facebook group. I'll be more active on TikTok soon. But what's key is don't forget, everything is possible. The more you put out, I'm gonna win, I'm gonna win, I'm gonna win, I'm gonna win. You're going to win. That's what's gonna happen. I remember there's a gentleman in my Facebook group and he said he was going to win a contract before we reached 100,000 subscribers. And he did. And he posted about it in the Facebook group. The receipts are there. That's manifesting, y'all. That's what that is. I know you can do this. So I love and adore each and every one of you. Check out winnerswaybook.com. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and don't forget, everything is possible. Until next time, take care.